Yeah, it's great. I can't think of a better venue than to have it here at Hayward Field in Eugene, so it's been exciting so far.
Straight ahead, opening day of the U.S. Olympic track and field trials is almost over. We have complete coverage of Eugene 08. KEZI 9 News at 11 starts right now.
This is KEZI 9 News at 11.
Opening day of the track and field trials here in Eugene, and we're continuing our complete team coverage of the events surrounding the trials. For months, organizers have been gearing up for today, from renovating Hayward Field to a fan festival. A lot of work has gone into this event. Tonight at the Fan Fest, we spoke with a man who went to the 2004 trials in Sacramento. Brant Lynn coaches track in Hermiston, Oregon. He's in town for the trials. Lynn says he took his family to the trials in Sacramento. We asked him how his experience so far in Eugene compares.
Yourself through it. This seems just so much more relaxed. The people seem much more friendly and down to earth that you're dealing with. You know, it's easy for your security people to be kind of power trippers. You don't feel that here. You feel like it's just very relaxed, and everybody's really here for the spectator and wanting them to enjoy the experience. I mean, there's just a lot of, the overall feel is just really excellent.
And lots of people were out enjoying the Fan Fest tonight. A band took the main stage after the last competition. It will play until about 11:30. And each day of the Olympic track and field trials has a theme. Tomorrow's will be Beautiful Oregon, to highlight the beauty of Oregon through aesthetic footage of the state. Officials will air the footage inside Hayward Field and inside the Eugene 08 Fan Fest. And here's a look at some of tomorrow's Eugene 08 events. Women's events kick off at 12:45 tomorrow afternoon with the javelin throw, followed by long jump at 2, the 400-meter hurdles at 3:25, and the 800-meter semifinal at 4:25. Meanwhile, the men's events kick off at 2:30 with the 100-meter qualifying race, followed by the 400-meter men's hurdles at 3:55. The 800-meter men's semifinals at 4:40, and the shot put also at 4:40. A very quick and efficient way to get close to all of the action at Hayward Field. Free shuttles provided by LTD. We kept track of how long it takes to get from Autzen to Hayward Field. It's just 12 minutes and 5 seconds. The shuttle drops you off right at the main entrance on 15th and Agate. From there, you can head right into the Free Fan Festival. Not only is the shuttle quick and easy, you can also meet people who have traveled quite a ways for this event.
My younger sister is actually competing, and they have decathlon today.
Oh. This is the best race I think the athletes will enjoy. The fans are great. They know track and field very well. And so this will probably turn the trials up another notch.
LTD officials say the shuttle is so popular they're rearranging volunteers to extend their service through the events. Originally, they had planned to shut down service during the track events. They tell us more than 8,000 people rode the shuttle to Hayward Field today. For those not planning to take the bus, there are many street closures you need to know about. University is shut down from 13th to 18th, Agate from Franklin to 19th. 13th will be closed from University to Agate, 15th from University to Moss, 17th from Agate to Columbia, and 18th from Potter to Agate. To get around the area, take Franklin to Villard to 19th. And if you're not going to the trials, organizers suggest you avoid the area altogether. As we know, a lot of people are going to the Eugene 08 festivities, but we were curious to know who actually had tickets for the track and field events and just how tight is ticket check. Crowd management staff are watching closely who enters and exits certain areas and with what credentials. We spoke with a couple of people that attended the 1980 Olympic trials. They say back then tickets were easier to come by. One spectator says he got his tickets because of his commitment to the U of O track and field.
Well, I signed up because if you commit to 3 years of getting season tickets for the UO track, then you're eligible to get these tickets. So that's how I got them.
I have tickets for all 8 days. Wow. I was very lucky. I just got them yesterday. You know, I didn't anticipate coming for the entire time, but I managed to get tickets.
Now, though full view tickets are sold out, you can still get obstructed view tickets. Tickets range in price from $20 to $30, depending on which grandstand you pick. But you can't buy them online. You'll have to call the number on your screen. It's 1-800-WEB-FOOT. The Eugene 08 Fan Festival opened today. People flooded through the gates to the festivities. Volunteers were busy checking bags, making sure people are bringing in only the allowed items. Eugene Mayor Kitty Piercy welcomed dozens of visitors. Folks from all across the country are in town for the trials. Taylor Gillen runs track at his high school in Chaplin, North Carolina. He's excited to be at the trials and rooting for one person in particular.
My old teammate's actually going to be running in the 1500, Jack Bolus, so it'd be pretty cool if he could make the finals or something like that. He's a sophomore at Wisconsin, so it's pretty cool that he made it here.
During his stay, Gillen plans to run on Prees Trail and go whitewater rafting. FanFest runs until 11:30 tonight. This weekend, the festival is open from 10 in the morning to 11:30 at night on Saturday. On Sunday, it's open 9 to 9. Now, here's what you can bring into Hayward Field: small bags, cameras without large lenses, seat cushions, empty water bottles, and plastic tubes containing sunscreen or other ointments. If you'd like more information on what you can and can't bring, log on to KEZI.com. Many people are donating their time to make Eugene 08 happen this year. 2,200 volunteers are donating their time to the event. There was no recruitment process for these volunteers because coordinators say they had plenty of people who wanted to help out. Today, those volunteers came to the check-in tent on the tennis courts. The entire area is set aside just for volunteers, complete with snacks and drinks. The volunteer program touches every aspect from security and first aid to ushers and hospitality. Volunteers work in shifts that average 4 hours at a time. Everyone is committed to at least 5 shifts throughout the trials.
We didn't have to actively recruit. It was a lot of word of mouth. People called us and said, I want to do this. And we have people from 47 different states.
You'll know a volunteer when you see one. The t-shirts share the same logo. Most are green, but there are also red shirts for medical help and black for security. Meanwhile, local business owners have spent weeks preparing for this 10-day event. Many businesses hope the trials will give them a boost, but many owners are wondering where all the people are. Chris Hogel owns Studio One Cafe on Agate and 19th Street. He says business is slower than usual. For a typical Friday, business was down by half today. He says it's been slow like this all week, but regular customers say they're worried they won't be able to get a seat or a parking spot. And stick with KEZI 9 News for complete coverage of the events surrounding the Eugene 08 Olympic Track and Field Trials. We'll have live reports tomorrow at 6 and 11. You can also log on to KEZI.com to find detailed information about the trials and the Fan Festival. In other news tonight, deputies in the Portland area are searching for a man they say is posing as a doctor and sexually abusing elderly women. The first case happened last month in Oregon City. Deputies say the man convinced his victim that he made house calls and even got her to pick him up. After he attacked her, deputies say he called the victim to ask for cab fare. Tonight, authorities are warning people to be careful.
Very hard to believe, just preying on older people like that. It's so sad.
Brought this forward so that we can now inform the public that we have an individual out there, perhaps some type of a predator who is onto this new type of a scam and preying on elderly females.
Deputies are now searching for the man. They say they don't believe there are any other victims, and tonight they're thanking the woman for coming forward with her story, even though they say she was embarrassed. Albany police are investigating a man on sex abuse charges. They say Sean Jarvis may have sexually abused children over the past 20 years. This week, police received several calls about him staring at girls in Periwinkle Park, asking their names and where they lived. Jarvis was interviewed and released, but further investigation revealed he had taken a sexually explicit photograph of a 5-year-old girl and inappropriately touched her. If you have any information about this case, call Albany Police. Traffic is up and running on I-5 South near Eugene tonight after a multi-car accident stopped traffic earlier today. Investigators think a travel trailer separated from a pickup truck, causing the pickup to cross over the concrete separation barrier and come to a stop in the southbound lanes. All southbound lanes and one northbound lane were closed for a little over an hour while crews removed the wreckage. No one was seriously hurt. A major Portland interchange is open after crews worked through the night to repair damage from a train derailment, but authorities will partially close the interchange later tonight. More than 30 rail cars carrying lumber jumped the tracks Thursday in northeast Portland at the heart of the I-84 I-205 interchange. Union Pacific crews worked quickly to remove derailed rail cars and repair tracks. They will continue their work through the night tonight. And straight ahead on KEZI 9 News at 11, a brush fire breaks out near Autzen Stadium. Tonight, officials say they're not letting the Olympic trials affect their response time. And firefighting students are learning what it really takes to fight fire, getting a hands-on experience.
And our radar is empty right now, but thunderstorms a possibility this weekend. We'll have that in a hot weekend forecast coming up.
I'm Sam Adams live outside Hayward Field in Eugene. Day one of the